welcome. Thank you for joining me again today. Today I wanted to share with you my idea or how I share my love and light. Some people have asked me what that means or how I do that or how they can do that. And so I wanted to explain how I do that. And it'd be different for everyone. It just depends on how you visualize it or how it works for you. So I want to explain how it works for me, and you can kind of change that to how it might work for you. So for me, I consider myself a light worker, and so for me, I visualize being filled with light, and that light is energy, which is love. And so for me, that energy is literally energy that I get from source or from God. If you want to call it God, I call it source, and it's just energy that I pull from source. When I go into meditation or prayer or whatever you want to call it, I can do that just by grounding myself. So if I just stop and take a couple of deep breaths and just kind of ground myself, I can just stop and close my eyes and just, relax. Take a couple of deep breaths and just relax. Take a couple deep breaths. A lot of times when I first started, I would visualize I'm taking a deep breath and inhaling the love. So I kind of visualize white light, inhaling white light, which would be breathing in the love. I'd inhale the white light, the love. I inhale the light, and then I'd exhale the negative energy, anything I didn't need, anything low energy, any anger, frustration, any negative energies I didn't need anymore, any bad feelings I had or any frustrations from the day or the week. I'd exhale any of that negative low energy. So I'd inhale high vibrations and good loving energy, and I'd exhale any low energy or bad feelings. Okay, so I'd inhale good, exhale bad. So that's how I started off doing it. And so then that would just kind of raise my vibration up into a loving, good vibration, and I'd get rid of all that negative energy. So that's how I'd kind of like fill myself up with love and light. Okay, so it depends on where you are in your journey, how that might happen for you. But that's kind of how I do it, is I'd fill myself up with love and light, and I'd get rid of a lot of that negative energy. So once you're full with your love and your light, and you feel like that you've got a lot of it, and that's a perfect thing to do when you're in a frustrated mood or a bad mood. And that's the hardest time to do it, was when you're in a bad mood or someone's making you frustrated, is to stop and slow down and try to get back in that higher state. That's when you don't want to do it, but that's when you should do it, is to stop. That's why people say take 10 deep breaths, is that's when you want to do it. You want to consciously stop and think loving thoughts, exhale the negative thoughts, inhale positive thoughts, and get in that higher state. Okay, it's not easy to do, but that's what you want to try and do. Okay, so now that you're full of positive, loving, higher vibration, then what I do is I kind of go into a meditative state or a prayer state, and it depends on what my intention is, but a lot of times I'll just simply go into a state, and I will literally kind of think of myself as a conduit of energy, release that energy. So I will just picture myself, I consider myself a healer. So I'll picture myself, when I'm just doing a general one, I'll just picture myself literally just releasing that energy out, like in a beam of light, or out from me, just releasing the energy of the white light, the loving energy, releasing that out from my body, releasing that out to wherever I want that to go. A lot of times when I do it generally, I just will think in my head or out loud, I'll say, I send my love and light out to those who need it. I send my love and light out to those who are in need, who are frustrated, who are angry, to those who are in pain, to those who need healing. I send my love and light out to the firefighters. I send my love and light out to the police officers, to the first responders, to the doctors. I send my love and light out to my family, to my loved ones, to my co-workers, to, you know, anybody special on my prayer list, or I want to give it to specific politicians, to specific people, anybody, but I have to visualize especially who I want it to go to. Now it might be like general people, or it might be a specific person. So you have to visualize who you want it to go to. Okay, so it's an intentional, purposeful kind of focusing that beam of light to that individual. Sometimes when I'm driving by a hospital, especially, I'll get the urge to focus my energy to send loving light to the hospital, and so I'll intentionally send my love and light to that specific building, and it'll be like an intense beam that I will send, you know, to the whole hospital. So and it's really as simple as that. It is just sending your love and light to others and sharing your love and light, and you can just say that I'm share my love and light freely and openly with others, and you can easily replenish your love and light just by taking it back out of the ether from source or from God. And the more you give your love and light, the more you get. So it's not like you're going to run out of love and light. You get more. So that's how I do it, and that's what I do. And when I see somebody out in public, sometimes I'll just get the urge to share my love and light with them. Maybe I'll just see somebody at the store, and I'll just close my eyes and send them well wishes, or in my head I'll just think, I freely offer my love and light, you know, to this person, you know, and send them love and light, and it's just simple as that. But I visualize my beam, my love and light being given to them in just a second. Just send them love and light, and then that's all there is to it. I don't say anything to them, I don't acknowledge them in any way, I just send them love and light, and then I move on. And to me, it's just an energy exchange. I'm sending them positive energy, and that's what it is. The other thing people often ask me is about a prayer, and I think a lot of people don't really understand how to pray. I think a lot of people pray, they're not really sure what they're doing, but in my opinion, prayer is really manifesting. And so when you pray, or when you manifest, what you want to do is you want to daydream, or you want to form a picture or a vision of what you want. So if you want to graduate to become a doctor, or if you want to become a lawyer, or if that's something you want, in your head you want to visualize that. In your head you want to visualize, okay, well, I'm going to go to school, I'm going to go fill out this application, I'm going to go to school every day, I'm going to graduate, and I'm going to become a doctor. You don't want to visualize, how am I going to pay for this? Oh my gosh, I'm not smart enough to do this. Can I do this? Oh my gosh, you know, God, how can I do it? You don't want to think of all the negative stuff. You want to think of the positive. I will do this. This is what's going to happen. When this happens, this is what it's going to look like. Same thing with, you know, if you want to buy a house, you're going to visualize, this is what my house is going to look like. This is what I'm going to do to, you know, to get it. When this happens, this is what it's going to look like. When you actually get your house, it might not be that exact same house, and that's okay, because whatever house you end up getting is going to be the house that you're meant to get. And as far as, you know, going through college, you might end up being a doctor, but you might end up being a veterinarian. Well, I mean, that's good too. You know, it doesn't matter. You're on that path. So when you're praying or manifesting your destiny, you want to visualize what you want, and it'll help the universe make that happen for you. So you want to be real detailed, and you want to kind of daydream big, and think about it big, but make plans for it. You can't just put it out there and then just expect the universe to just make it happen. But you have to put it out there and let the universe know what you want, or God know what you want, and then you have to put the plans and motions to do it. But then you also have to be open and listen and watch for signs as the universe or God helps put signs and opportunities in your path to help you get there, and be open that they might not be the signs you were expecting, because sometimes the way you're going to get there isn't the way you expect, and that's sometimes the hardest thing for me, because I'm expecting certain signs and then other signs come up and I'm going, and it's not what you think. So just be open to opportunities that maybe you're not thinking are what you thought, and be open to the experience of it, and because we don't always know what we want. So as far as prayer, or I'm gonna call it manifesting, not so much prayer, but when you want, like if someone's sick, or if you're sick or not feeling well, you want to be cautious not to, you want to pray on the positive side. You don't want to say, I need this cancer to go away, or I need, this, my heart, you don't want to say the negative thing. You want to say on the positive thing. You need to say, I am healthy. I have good health. You want to say it on the positive side. And when you visualize yourself, you want to visualize yourself being healthy. You don't want to visualize yourself, you want to see yourself sick. You don't want to see, if you're praying for your mother or somebody who's sick, you want to see them being healthy and robust and in a healthy state. You don't want to visualize them being sick, because the universe or God doesn't necessarily understand the difference between what you're saying and seeing and feeling. So you need to be careful about what you're actually manifesting, is kind of my point. So when you do prayer or manifesting, you need to make sure you're on the positive side of what you're actually requesting. Does that make sense? So that's just kind of my point on that. So again, so when you're whether you feel like you're a light worker or not, you do have love and light. And if you kind of get an urge to send love and light out, just do it. And even if you feel silly, nobody's gonna know any different. I do feel like I'm a healer. I actually am a light talker, and so I actually get the urge to mumble weird sounds and phrases, and so I've just let myself kind of go with that now, and I do that. And people who I do it for in healings actually have told me that it's made a big difference. So just trust yourself if that's something that you're felt inspired to do. And when you're with somebody who you trust, go with it and see how it resonates with you. And that could be for a lot of different things. I mean, there's so many different ways that you might be gifted that you don't even realize is a way you could be gifted. I had no idea that was a thing. So there's lots of research you can do online. There's tons of different ways that I had no idea. So just listen to your inner voice and see if there's different ways that that you're feeling kind of led to try things, and go with it and see. You never know. But always feel confident, and always strive to, as long as you're helping people and loving unconditionally, you're not going to go wrong. Okay? So thank you for your time today. Again, always, if you have any questions or would like to respond, or give me any experiences you'd like to share, I'd love to hear them. And as always, with love and light, thank you.